How are you feeling about this season so far?
It's intense.
Yeah.
It's really intense. There's been some dark moments for me, but you know, it's exciting.
Yeah.
It's great for the viewers.
It is.
That's usually how we know we have a
Right.
good season, is when it's hard to watch, it's hard to live through. But yeah,
What's been the toughest thing for you to watch back so far?
I think obviously I screwed up by with that whole book signing party. I mean, I should have never sent that text. I blew it with that.
Okay. So you regret the
Yeah,
text?
of course. It was more like a stress text.
Okay.
It wasn't like an anger thing as much as it was like I'm freaking out because all this stuff's not done and I wish I would have heard from you and whatever,
Right.
Either way, I was drunk and really stressed and freaking out, and and I sent that text, and I should have never sent her that text. It should have been to it should have never gone out to anybody, but I should have just been texting like Schwartz or whatever.
Right. Yeah. Do you wish that things afterwards kind of went down differently with Stassi, like the apology and everything like that?
I mean, I gotta say, like, getting screamed at in the middle of Tom Tom. I mean, you could hear a pin drop in
Yeah.
there. Like all that background sound that you hear was like, because imagine it's all a bunch of fans of the
Right.
show, fans of Stassi. They see yelling, they see
Oh, and
cameras.
they're like, everyone stop.
You could hear a pin drop, and
Sure.
and she was like the fourth person that had come up and yelled at me in front of in the middle of Tom Tom, which I would have totally been cool with. I had every intention of apologizing to her that day. But yeah, that was probably one of the most embarrassing, belittling moments of my life. I mean, I still think about it.
Really?
Yeah, all the time.
Yeah. I mean, are you mad at her that she did that, or you kind of
I guess-
understand?
I guess it's like, I understand her being upset. I just don't appreciate like the vindictiveness of it. They're like really going out of her way to try to like, I feel like make me look bad or
Sure.
seem insignificant.
Right. It's something that could have been done behind closed doors.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yell at me outside.
Right, and not in the place I own.
Yeah. Well,
Right.
One of the
Right,
owners.
right, of course, yeah. Not in your place of business. How are things with you and Stassi now? Are you guys on good terms? Are you
Yeah, we're
going to the
cool.
wedding?
I mean, obviously, I mean, the invites have not been sent out for
Right.
a wedding. But, obviously this was a while ago. Although when it comes up, when you see it,
Sure.
it does reignite those feelings. But I feel like we've gotten past it, there's still lots more of the season to go.
Yeah, so I'm sure that this is just watching it back is, like you said, reigniting all these old feelings again, and kind
Yeah, of course.
makes it worse than it was,
Yeah.
Yeah, because you can see everybody's different standpoints and.
Yeah, I guess, too, to get back to like this whole, this book party thing, there were a lot of very important facts that were left out of that whole situation. One being that we were in violation of our liquor license. Two being there was nobody at the door checking IDs. Three, that me and Schwartz literally cannot bartend. We do not have numbers to like ring in drinks.
Okay.
Schwartz has no idea how to use that computer.
Right.
Like anybody can pour wine. You
Sure,
can, like
of
you can
course.
open a beer, obviously,
Yeah, yeah.
right?
I would
Do you
hope
know how
so.
to work our computer system?
Absolutely not.
No, and neither does Schwartz. And so like that was the whole thing. Is like you can't ring in drinks, therefore you can't bartend. That's like half
Right.
of it.
Yeah.
So yeah, there were a lot of things. Max couldn't even be at the door. I'm getting text messages from employees who are coming to pick up their paychecks because it was Friday.
Okay.
And they're like, nobody's at the door. People are just walking in. There's boxes in the garden. We have somebody behind the bar who got like put there an hour beforehand. Who's never bartended before, and he's JoJo, the twerk. He's like,
Right.
he's a loud guy, and he's
Yeah.
basically talking about like, I'm so badass. I've never even bartended before, and he's like dumping like wine in the
Jesus.
bottle, like in the glasses.
You don't want that.
But you couldn't even get a water or a soda because it's like soda gun's not even hooked up. It was a mess.
There's a lot of things that we don't see.
It
behind
wasn't
the
that I
scenes.
was very particular and Schwartz like has trouble, like I'm too detail oriented. It was like literally a shit show.
Right, and it wasn't because it was Stassi's party. It was
Exactly,
because
and that's
it
not
was-
Stassi's fault.
Right, yeah.
That is not Stassi's fault. You know what I mean?
It
Like,
could have been anybody's party.
yeah, exactly. I think, like, again, I think I was misdirected, and
Do you feel like you're kind of being portrayed, I mean, I don't think so, as like the villain this season a little bit?
I mean, the edit's been a little rough for me.
Yeah.
You know, even watching my conversation with Bo, which was a 45-minute conversation, I'm just calmly talking to him, and then all of a sudden, like, I'm yelling out of nowhere.
Yeah.
Seems kind of weird, right?
Right, yeah. No,
Yeah,
totally.
did to me too.
Yeah. I'm sure that's frustrating because like you film hours and hours and hours and only, 42 minutes gets kind of pared down.
Yeah. It's frustrating because, I feel like people kind of gang up and they just have people walking around saying that, like, I can't stand to see anybody successful. I can't stand to not have the attention on me, to call me egotistical, to call me jealous. It's just, I mean, it's crazy to me. I mean, these people have known me for like a decade, and I feel like they know purposely like what'll hurt my feelings, what'll bother me.
Yeah.
And that feels
You
a
feel
little.
like you're being attacked then?
That feels a little vindictive to know that you're insecure about something, and then like that you would never. That's something that you stand against completely, and then to have somebody like really go after that.
Yeah. Why do you think they're doing that?
Because people get angry and they get reactive. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They get. I don't know. I mean, why did I send that text?
Sure.
I was stressed out. I got. I was emotional. I had a few drinks.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like.